Oh, hey there, knife fans. LTK subscribers, welcome to the network again, to another knife review. Uh, I'm excited. I've seen this knife on, on the internet, different places, this and that, and I always thought it'd be kind of cool. And I'm not necessarily a big guy into small knives, but this is one that I thought that I really like the design. And of course, you buy what you like, and this is something that I really was attracted to. And it looks like they're kind of closing them out. I think this might be a discontinued model now, one that they are going to discontinue. I was on the Spyderco site, and they, you pull them up and you look, and they're doing. They have a list out, kind of every year of what they're not going to continue. And I'm not sure if this is a discontinued model. You can check it. The other knife that I got with this one is definitely on the discontinued list. This is the Burch Chubby, Michael Burch, knife maker, doing a collaboration with Spyderco. And this is the knife. And it's a frame lock. It's not a flipper. It's a cool knife. It's a small knife. It's not real big, I think it's about 6 inches overall length. We'll get into that, but you can tell that it's a real stocky. And if I carry a small knife, this is the kind of knife I'd want to carry, because it's nothing like having titanium with carbon fiber inserts, right? And a CPM S30V blade, right? And you got the Spyderco emblem on this side, and of course, Burch emblem, and of course, Taiwan, where they're making a lot of these. And a collaborative knife, the one thing they were talking about was how this pocket clip doubles as an over travel stop. So when you release this, then that, I guess, acts as that. And you've got an open design here. Okay. There's your, if you can really see it, I don't know. I can't see it. If I can't see it, you can't see it neither. It's a Detent ball there. You can see how it's right there. It's not really a domed top here. It's a very straight, edge across there, but that's thick. They say it's 4.5 millimeter thick. So, that's, a lot of our blades that we review are like 3 millimeter, 3.5, some are 4, but 4.5 is unusually thick. And if I'm going to carry a knife, I like this kind of deal. I like the inserts. I like the titanium frame lock. I like the fact that it's a thick blade stock, because I like the chunky knife. And this is called Chubby. Well, chubby, chunky, whatever, right? And it comes with, it's a paperwork type deal. Okay. Talks a little about Michael Burch and that kind of thing. So there you go. Talks about the knife, maintenance, that kind of thing. Comes in the, kind of a typical Spyderco slide in type box. Wow. It's, I'll show you this. Knife Center is doing a lot of these, and I don't know, like I said before, if this is particularly on the chopping block for being discontinued, but I get the feeling it might be. 2.3 inch CPM S30V blade. Okay, titanium handles. The suggested retail price, of course, $359.95. At one time, people were paying $215, $216 for it, and now it's $139.95. So they're closing them out, obviously. I thought well, I mean, you know, and I showed you the paperwork. This kind of also reiterates a lot of what you saw in that paperwork, titanium handle. And this kind of gives you, I mean, rather than just me reading this off to you, you can, I mean, over 1.5 inches at the widest point on the blade and all that kind of stuff. And here's your specs, both in metric and, you know, inches. And also 4.1 ounces, 116 grams, which is a pretty good chunk of change for a knife that's overall length 5.96. So I said 6 inches, really close. 3.66 closed and 2.3. Let's take a look at this. I know this might be redundant, but let's do this anyhow. So you're right. It's, I mean, my measuring, it's a little over 2 1/4, or right at 2 1/4. Over the blade, the way I've got it. And of course, you know, it's a little longer if you're gonna measure it where, you know, up here at this area, where, I mean, if you're gonna measure it from this place, it's gonna be shorter than up here. So however you want to do that, but we're just talking approximate, and not quite 6 inches, as you can see, overall length. All right. Well, let's see how fat the handle is. And it's under 1/2 inch, okay? 0.45 millimeters, 11.5, basically, okay? And then blade stock, let's double check that. And there you go, 4.5, pretty much. 4.46, 0.175 in inches. So it's a thick blade. You know what? I mean, I don't normally, I mean, I'm not necessarily a smaller knife carrier, but I like this. Oh, if you're gonna, I had one guy say, hey, could you kind of give me like effective cutting edge length? And so I'm gonna do that for you, dude. And let me do this in a really idiotic way. I guess I could just get my thing out. But, I mean, if you're going to go, that's pretty, hold on, that's pretty close right there. Okay. So in inches, 2.24, about 2 1/4. So overall, cutting edge. And, you know, you're measuring down here. So you do have some left, but see how, you know, obviously this bows out in the middle. So, you know, we said 2 1/4. Well, that pretty much relates to about where the end of the cutting is. So there's to you, buddy. I mean, you're right. I mean, the actual length of the cutting surface is important. You know, they cut down the weight of this a lot, and they were saying that in their paperwork too by doing this grind, because it's taking a lot of material off, right? You can see that. I mean, look at how heavy this blade stock is. Here's your stop pin there. But really, it's nice. It's a one-handed frame lock, and it's a little stiff right now. I mean, it's fresh out of the box. You got to give it a little bit of break. But over time, I mean, and if you wanted to, I guess you could loosen the pivot a little bit. Nothing overly fancy about the pivot. But, I mean, very functional, right? Although I kind of really like the clean look of this knife. And, you know, it gets easier and easier to work with this one-handed. What do you guys think? I like this. I do. I like this design. If they are getting rid of it and they have the prices marked down, this would probably be the time if you've ever thought about grabbing one of these. And I know there's just an endless number of knives that I love and I'd like to have. So at some point in time, you got to make some tough choices. But this one is, this is a knife that, yes, I mean, this would be in my keeper collection if I didn't owe so much money on, oh my God. 11/11. Today is Veterans Day 2016, okay? Friday the 11th. And we had the 11/11 sale on AliExpress. I told you about that on our deal. It's going on right now. And I stayed up till it kicked on. I thought it would be like late Thursday it hit, but it wasn't till like, and I'm Pacific time, it was like 1 o'clock Pacific. Oh, Pacific time, 1 o'clock in the morning on the 11th Pacific. So I was up, because I'm kind of usually up late anyhow, but oh my God. I bought a lot of money's worth of knives. Don't tell my wife. She hasn't seen the bank balance yet. Oh shit, I'm in trouble. Big time. But you know, they were like, basically, I got like $600 worth of knives for $500. And then, and there's going to be some good ones. I mean, some good ones. Oh, the Venom 3, you know, new concept. Kevin John, coming. In any case, and a couple of CH knives I didn't have. Coming this way. So, yeah, I really hit it. But, you know, $600 worth of knives for $500 because there was approximately 20% off. Went through Ebates. If I do get the 5% I'm expecting to get, there's another $25 off. So $600 worth of knives for $475. It's a good deal. Although, right now I'm broke. But I do have knives to sell. I'm going to have to do a video. If you guys think it might be worthwhile, I might just do a video knife sale because I got some stuff around here that I've reviewed and not sold. So, in any case, this is a very affordable knife now. At the time it was $200 and some, not so much, but 100 and whatever, 39, you know. And this one's even less because I've handled it. And now it's a great deal. In any case, you know, no sharp edges on this knife. The fit and finish is really, really good. Let me talk about these. I'm not really sure why Spyderco doesn't do a little bit better job on these holes. I mean, you can kind of see by the shine off the light that there was a little bit of chamfering done there, just a little. So it's just not wicked sharp on your thumb. But this is the way you're opening the knife, right? I think it'd be nice if they would make it a little less sharp. Now this one's not bad. This one, it's doable. It's doable, and it's not dangerous sharp, but it's I don't know. But yeah, I like it. It's real easy. Throw in your pocket. Oh, yeah. One thing that we usually do on my channel, and you guys that watch my reviews, you're aware of this. We weigh them up. So it said 4.1 on the specs. You know, well, that's 4 even. Oh, and I did have a guy actually make a comment just in the last 24 hours that he did appreciate the metric conversions that we do on our measurements because they like that. 112 grams. So that is pretty, well, I was going to say, I got 4 and 112. This says 4.1 and 116. So, you know, go figure. I don't think my scale's off that far. But there might be some variance. I mean, you know, I'm sure the weight difference is based on the knife grind here, which looks pretty symmetrical, doesn't it? Does it look like this top starts a little earlier than the bottom down here? I mean, I don't know. I just eyeballing it through the lens. It's close. Is it sharp? God only knows. Should we even try and cut a piece of paper? I mean, I usually entertain the crowd by doing the ultimate fail here. No, okay. So just pretty much the weight of the knife, and it'll do it. Yeah. Okay. So it's good and sharp. CPM S30V, Crucible Industries, right? kind of wonder why they don't do S35VN, or I don't know. M390 would be nice, but you know, then there's the price consideration, the cost of the those steels. Nice. You got this little, I'm assuming, and you know what? It's really weird because I didn't read anything in the materials that told me what this is, but I don't think that's G10. I think that's carbon fiber too. The backspacer here. You know, and the blade fills the handle pretty well, okay? One thing, if you got like this big long handle and you got this blade that's like, you know, half an inch shy of the end, it's a little weird to me. No, I like this, and it fits in your hand good. There's no hot spots. This is not really obtrusive, okay? And wow, I mean, I don't know about you, but I really like this design. I mean, I know I sound a little excited, but when you're excited and you have a chubby, it's just a name that could be inconvenient at some times. You better say Burch Chubby instead of let me show you my chubby. You know, I'm just my Burch Chubby. Let's keep it there on the non-TMI scale because it could just go wrong. I can't imagine being at the sports pub and jumping up there and, oh, the girl that serves, you know, that's the bartender, young girl, like jumping up there, jamming your hand in your pocket and going, oh my God, I need to show you my chubby. That's so wrong in so many ways. But I mean, wow, I like it. It's a great knife. It's still a little stiff here. It's just not flying out and stuff. And then again, I'm not the flying out kind of guy necessarily, but it's really a positive lock up there. And you know, it's not scary early, but that's a good 30% there. And that's kind of my sweet spot in any case. Although you don't have, you know, you got a detent ball that's put in there and you can kind of see it now, can't you? Right there. But there's no hardened insert. So let's cover that too. That's maybe a little weird. Apparently that's okay with, I mean, they know more about designing knives than I do. It's just that usually titanium frame, you kind of try and get a little hardened steel there, prevent wear and lock stick, but I'm not getting any lock stick on this. So all around, I really like the design. It's sharp, function. It's a pretty knife. It really is. It's a pretty knife. I like the little carbon fiber inserts. Check them out. Just get another really good look at it before I sign you off, folks. Because we're going to have a knife sale or I'm going to be in trouble. Because I done it. I mean, I got a little too excited during the 11/11 and I pulled it in. I sold that bronze CH3504 skull knife out of my pocket to a buddy. Really just a kind of a new acquaintance kind of buddy at the pub. And so now I had to reorder that, you know. But he's a new subscriber and he's local. So that's cool. In any case, so he was enthralled with the knife and I sold it to him for my cost, and now I ordered another one and here we go. Ooh, Lord, beautiful knife. I really like this. I really do. You know, this is one of those Spydercos I really could live with. I really could. I know it's a small knife, but you know, sometimes a small knife's kind of nice to have in your pocket. You know, and I don't know that at this size, whether I'd even bother clipping it. You know, I mean, you could take that off and just slide it in your pocket. And that might be preferable for some of you guys. And I think it would be something I might do too. It's just, I mean, I'm lazy. I'd probably keep the clip on, but I don't know if I'd clip it to my pants, you know. And the clip looks pretty pliable, you know, so it's not ridiculous. Any case, guys, I'm going to leave you with it. Wonderful knife. I really applaud Spyderco on this. Michael Burch, thank you very much. Wonderful design. And wow. Yeah, I mean, there's just something about that blade grind and design, and the fact that it's this small knife, but just a wonderful piece. Real chunky, but wonderful, durable, incredible little beast. Little beast. All right, guys. Hey, thanks. Hold on. We got some more upcoming, and make sure you put in your, because today's the 11th. The 13th is a giveaway, all right, for the Kershaws that are hanging around here. So stay on board for that. We're going to do that on Sunday. All right, guys. You know what we do. We love them knives.